Time to harvest the pears, and I got a big box of pears. So what am I going to do to harvest with harvesting them? How am I going to prepare them and prep them? That might surprise you because I don't have very much time right now, so I'm doing whatever is fastest. I literally have an entire load in my dehydrator that is just now coming out. I'm gonna package those up. You might be asking me what I'm gonna be using the dehydrated pears for. Could you imagine chunking them up into rough little pieces and sticking them in homemade granola? That would be good. Trail mixes, that would be good. Kind bars, when you're making your kind bars, that would be good. All kinds of things. Dehydrated fruit is amazing. I wish I would have done actually more. I actually like dehydrated fruit a little bit more than I like freeze-dried fruit. They both have their purposes. Oh, by the way, there's an entire freeze dryer load of pears in the freezer for tomorrow. Yep. I got 16 ounces of dehydrated pears already sucked up and ready to be saved and stored on the shelf. I'm not sure they'll last that long because these are like one of my favorite things. But how much did I save right here? How much is this jar worth? Because it was free for me. It's $12. This right here is $12. Now, what else have I done with the pears? Let me show you. So next up on the list is garlic pear preserves. Now, if you want the recipe for this, let me show you the book it came out. I got it out of the Ball Canning book, this one right here, but you can search for it on the internet because it's available for free on the internet, and it's called Garlic Pear Preserves. Simple as that. You know the drill, we have to release the caps and check to see if we've got them all sealed. I made a double batch because we like it that much. What do we like doing with it? We like making it, using it for our pizza sauce. And on dinner rolls, oh my gosh, it is a treat and amazing. Over cream cheese, on crackers, it's absolutely divine. So I'm gonna get to this and then I'm gonna wash them and we're gonna talk figures. That moment when they all sealed and you're like, and then you remember there was another extra jar in the refrigerator, so you're still golden. So here's the deal. I made a double batch of the garlic pear preserves and I used a lot of pears for it. It was a great thing to use the pears for because some of the pears were starting to turn bad, so I could cut all the good parts and put the good parts in. So there you go. Now, each batch cost me $2.03. That's $4.06 total because the pears were free, right? So with the $4.06, how much would it have cost if I bought it in a store? The cheapest store-bought pear anything preserve is 67 cents an ounce. Now each batch was 72 ounces or a little bit more. Now, if I take the 67 cents an ounce, that's not even considering it's a garlic. It's like a savory, right? It's also really good with cheese drizzled all over bread. Oh my gosh, that is like superb. So if I take the 67 cent store-bought kind, basic, whatever, and I times that by 72 and then 2 because I made 72 ounces per batch and I made 2 batches. That means the whole thing is $48.24 savings per batch, which means I saved $96.48 by making this at home. $96.48. Well, that's how much it would have cost me in the store. My savings is actually $92.42 because you have to remove the $4.06. So I like those numbers. I really do. Now, what else? Because I still had more pears. What else did I do? Stay tuned. Well, this is what I did with the pears. Wait till you see. I cut them up and stuck them in the freeze dryer. All of them, because I didn't have time to actually do something with them. And I didn't really want to add more sugar to them to make them preserved in another way. Like, I don't need more jam, like ever, like at all, at least for a couple of years. And I really don't like the pear jam. I like the pear preserves, especially as a pizza base. Oh, that is just amazing. Or over a block of cheese, or, you know, over some crusty bread. That's really good. But let me share with you what I did. So I stuck them in the freeze dryer. 1 ounce of freeze-dried pears is $3.99 in the world, like shopping. I got 24.5 ounces, which means I got $97.56 worth of freeze-dried pears right here. $97.56. Seems a little bit like I just don't believe that. Anyways, let's add up everything. So I did $12 worth of dehydrated pears. That was just a couple trays in my dehydrator. I did the 2 sections of the preserves, which is 96.48. You can't buy that anywhere. The garlic pear preserve, absolutely superb. Give that. You're the best guest ever if you walk in a house and you give that to the hostess. I'm just telling you, it's amazing. And then $97.56 for the freeze-dried pears. That means I walked away with that whole box that I got for free because I traded beef bones for it. $206.04 is what I saved by doing what I do. There you go. $206 worth of food on my table just by bartering beef bones for a box of pears. You guys have a great day out there. It would have been a lot more had I been able to get to them as quickly as I wished I could have. I did have probably about a fifth of the box that was degrading way below me being able to use them. The chickens loved them. They became chicken food. Can't put a price on that, can we? You guys have a great day out there. Now you know what I know.